There is a lie you've been told your entire life. A lie that has quietly shaped the way you show up, the way you react, and the way you suffer. And the lie is this: emotionally strong people don't react. We look at people who never flinch, who stay quiet, who stay composed, who don't show emotion, and we think, wow, they have such control. But here's the truth no one says out loud. That isn't control. That isn't strength. That's suppression. And suppression is just an emotional time bomb waiting for the wrong moment to explode. If you've ever gone numb all day, held everything together, acted like nothing bothered you, and then suddenly lost your mind at 8 p.m. because you dropped your keys on the floor, you're not dramatic. You're not weak. You're not broken. You've just been using the wrong emotional operating system. Today, we're deleting that system and replacing it with something psychology calls emotional regulation. The one skill that changes the trajectory of your entire life. Let's get brutally honest. Most people fall into one of two emotional patterns. I want you to listen carefully and figure out which one you are. Identity 1. The volcano. The volcano doesn't hide emotions, they erupt. One small trigger. Someone taking too long to reply, someone cutting in line, someone giving you a certain tone, and suddenly everything shifts. You snap. You overthink. You raise your voice. You spiral into worst-case scenarios. And afterward, you feel embarrassed and ashamed, like you lost control again. Volcanoes feel everything intensely, but the intensity burns them alive. Identity 2. The statue. The statue doesn't erupt, they freeze. They swallow everything. They pretend everything is fine. They act unbothered while their insides are silently collapsing. Statues don't explode, they corrode. They become exhausted, numb, or disconnected from themselves, and the world praises statues because they don't react. But inside, they're carrying years of emotional weight. Whether you're a volcano or a statue, the cost is the same. You are not in control of your emotional world. Your emotional world is in control of you. And if you want to change your relationships, your career, your confidence, your peace, and your entire future, you have to learn emotional regulation. Not suppression, not avoidance, not eruption, but regulation. Let me clear up the biggest misconception right away. Emotional regulation does not mean don't feel anything. That's emotional death. That's what statues do. And it also doesn't mean explode and get it out. That's emotional chaos. That's what volcanoes do. Emotional regulation means this: I can feel something intense, but I will not let it hijack my decisions, my behavior, or my identity. Think of emotions like waves. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf without drowning. Let me show you what that looks like in the real world. Imagine you get a harsh email at work. A volcano fires back immediately, says something they regret, or spends hours replaying the message in their head. A statue shuts down, avoids replying, and convinces themselves they're incompetent. But someone with emotional regulation feels the emotion rising. The tight chest, the heat, the tension. And instead of reacting, they say, "Okay, I am feeling defensiveness right now." Not, "I am defensive." Not, "I am the problem." But, "I am feeling defensiveness." You separate yourself from the emotion, and your brain instantly begins calming down. Why? Because naming an emotion activates the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic, and reduces activation in the amygdala, the alarm center. This isn't motivational talk, it's neuroscience. Emotional regulation turns emotional chaos into emotional clarity. Now let's go deeper, because this is where everything changes. First, emotional regulation transforms your mental health. People who regulate well don't spiral as often. They don't drown in intrusive thoughts. They don't get consumed by anxiety. They experience emotions, but the emotions don't become their identity. Their mind becomes a place they can trust. Second, it transforms your relationships. Most relationships collapse not because of a lack of love, but because of emotional dysregulation. Defensiveness, shutting down, criticism, overreacting, taking things personally, letting anger speak for you. Regulated people don't avoid conflict, they navigate it. They pause, they breathe. They communicate what they feel without burning everything down. This is emotional maturity. Third, it transforms your career. People think success comes from skills alone. It doesn't. Success comes from composure, the ability to stay calm under stress, think clearly under pressure, receive feedback without shutting down, and communicate without emotional distortion. That's why top performers consistently score high in emotional intelligence. You can be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't regulate yourself, you will sabotage opportunities. Fourth, it transforms your physical health. Chronic emotional dysregulation floods your body with cortisol, the stress hormone. That means worse sleep, higher inflammation, weaker immunity, more burnout, more exhaustion, and long-term health issues. Emotional regulation literally protects your body. And finally, emotional regulation gives you freedom. When you regulate your emotions, you are no longer controlled by the past, the trigger, the story, or the reaction. You respond with intention, not impulse. That is freedom. Now let's break down 5 tools that will completely shift how you experience emotional triggers. I'm going to explain each tool, give a real-world example, and show you how to practice it. Tool 1. Name it to tame it. This comes from neuroscience. When you say, "I am feeling frustration," or "I am feeling jealousy," or "I am feeling disappointment," you create psychological distance between you and the emotion. Instead of saying, "I'm overwhelmed," you say, "I am feeling overwhelmed." One defines you, the other defines the experience. For example, imagine you're arguing with your partner. You feel heat in your chest and your jaw tightens. Instead of reacting, say, "I'm feeling defensiveness right now." Instantly, your brain shifts from survival mode to reasoning mode. Practice this daily. You will feel the shift. Tool 2. Practice the pause. Between the trigger and your reaction is a space, and that space is where emotional power lives. Volcanoes skip the pause. Statues avoid the emotion. Regulated people sit in the moment. For example, you get criticized and your body reacts before your brain does. Instead of firing back, take 3 slow breaths. Look away. Drop your shoulders. Let the wave pass. You're not avoiding, you're regulating. You're letting the amygdala relax so the prefrontal cortex can take over. Tool 3. Reframe the moment. This is called cognitive reappraisal, one of the most powerful psychological tools ever studied. For example, instead of thinking, "They disrespected me," say, "They spoke badly." That's on them. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," say, "This is uncomfortable, but I can navigate it." Reframing doesn't lie to you, it gives you clarity. Tool 4. Expand your emotional vocabulary. People who can identify their emotions with precision can regulate them faster. For example, anger might actually be hurt, embarrassment, disappointment, insecurity, or fear. Sadness might be loneliness, exhaustion, rejection, or feeling ignored. The more specific you get, the more control you have. Tool 5. Build a daily mindfulness habit. Not the spiritual version, the psychological version. Mindfulness is simply noticing what you feel without immediately reacting to it. For example, before you grab your phone in the morning, pause. Feel your body. Observe your mind. Notice what's already bubbling up. This builds emotional awareness and makes regulation easier throughout the day. Here's what I want you to remember. Emotional regulation isn't about being calm all the time. It's not about pretending you're fine. It's not about suppressing emotions until you collapse. It's about mastering your internal world so the external world doesn't destroy you. It's about feeling deeply without losing yourself. It's about responding with intention instead of reacting from fear. Once you build this skill, your relationships change, your confidence changes, your mental clarity changes, and your entire life changes. Pick one tool from this video and practice it for the next 7 days. You will not be the same person next week. Because when you can control your emotions, you control everything. If this video helped you, hit subscribe so you don't miss more psychology-based insights. And tell me in the comments, which emotional regulation skill are you going to practice first? I'll see you in the next video.